What traits does Filipino Gen Z actually look for in leaders? Competence, relatability, authenticity, or strength?
All of the above. All of the
What if
above.
kung walang combo?
Kung isa lang,
Kung isa lang.
isa lang,
Ano yung pinaka-importante?
strength.
Strength. Strong leader
Gusto
dapat.
natin ng isang leader na lumalaban, na hindi natitinag, may prinsipyo, hindi
Matapang.
hindi siya papakain sa sistema, and speak truth to power, and will not be compromised. Will have a sense of ownership and will be decisive. Yun yung tingin ko.
Okay.
That's what we're looking for a leader.
Okay, next question. There's an assumption that Gen Z or Filipino Gen Z is uniformly progressive. But Philippine voting patterns suggest nuance. Is Gen Z truly ideologically progressive, or are you more issue-based and pragmatic?
I think it's the latter. Because
Issue-based.
issue-based and pragmatic. Because
Is that, baka ikaw yun?
yeah, that's me.
How about sa collective mong pananaw?
I think it's the same. And based on the data, there was a survey done by WR Numero that was the person who runs that, Robin Michael Garcia. He said that 40% of Gen Z are pro Duterte. 40% of Gen Z, and the data shows there was a survey
So
done
I really thought
late November of last year. 44% of young people ages 30 and below are pro Duterte, and even. And again, it doesn't mean that they will not vote for progressive candidates. There's a lot of overlap. For example, I voted for Bam Aquino. At the same time, I support the Dutertes. It doesn't mean that you support this progressive candidate that on other issues like peace and security. I mean, we look at the state of our country. I mean, there's this unspoken or this quiet resurgence of crime, illegal drugs. Last year, this very disturbing case. There was a 5-year-old girl. Christmas caroling in Batangas, murdered, sexually assaulted, and then thrown into a sack, placed in a sack and thrown away. You know, I question where are all the human rights activists on this particular case, no? But peace and security is very important. Right now in social media, I see a lot of my friends, Gen Z, they're sharing around this story about this 12-year-old girl who was tied to a tree, beaten, the R word, I'm not gonna say it, and then murdered and shot. Wow. And these people are not, you would say,